Safe in Merrick's arms, Chapter 4, Baracoota Haven. Dinner was served in the formal dining room, as the other option was a terrace outside, and Merrick vetoed that option. The room was decorated in line with the sporting preferences of the users of the villa. The walls had framed photos from past sporting events, such as deep-sea fishing, tennis, and shooting sports in the main. Summer said that not all were family members, as some furnishings in the house were acquired through estate sales, including some of the photographs. The dinner table sat 12, and the sideboard and cabinets were of dark, polished wood that used to house a great house in St. Mary, and the entire set had been kept together. When she entered the room, Merrick was already there, standing and looking a bit uncomfortable. He was still in his jeans. "I didn't pack anything formal and fancy," he said. "You look very nice, though," he also said with a sideways grin, as he breathed deeply and seemed to melt. Summer was a bit self-conscious at the compliment, and she knew that she had put effort into her evening ensemble as a way to cheer herself up. Her stunner, she knew, though, was the perfume, which was feminine, with the dominant florals, but a radical tone of musk had been balanced in. Throughout the evening, the florals would burn away, leaving the musk to linger behind her ears, in the hollow of her neck, and between her breasts. Because she wore so much dark clothing during the day to shield her from the sun, her evening wear tended to be bright. She was wearing a light linen, dusty rose maxi dress that skimmed and moved with her athletic figure. Its cream-colored bell sleeves, made from crocheted floral motifs, covered and revealed her shoulders and upper arms at the same time. It was created by a local designer who was a genius at making one-off chic garments that looked right at art cultural events, at an all-inclusive beach party, or right there in this formal dining room with furnishings made by Jamaican craftsmen about 200 years before, out of mahogany and other local wood. Her hair was, as usual, pulled back and pinned up, and to make up for her basic hairstyling, she always went heavy on the eye makeup and brows. "Thank you," she said with surprise as he pulled her chair. "You don't have to do that. But a lady like you should expect it, and I'm the one who's here to do it for you." And here I was, thinking you were a curmudgeon, but you can be gallant when you want to. "I'm surprised, Mr. Merrick." She had left a question hanging, and as he sat down, he did not respond further. Stunned, she realized that she would have to leave him alone and his privacy intact. The following day, Summer was determined to discuss exactly how she would get her medication, and so she brought it up during breakfast, which was served in an enclosed veranda. It was furnished with white wicker furniture on cream cushions. Fresh-cut flowers were on the table. They were offered a traditional Jamaican breakfast. Summer had steamed callaloo with toast and coffee, and Merrick took pork and beans with fried dumplings and tea sweetened with condensed milk. "Merrick, I cannot go a day without my medication, especially when I'm under this kind of stress that I am under right now." He nodded. "We'll get it done, but it will take extra steps, and we have to be quick." He outlined a plan where Summer's parents would call around and find out which pharmacies in the area between Runaway Bay and Montego Bay had the special drugs. Then they would not order ahead, but she would go in, ask for it, and pay with cash. They would leave and drive into Montego Bay and then head back on the Norwood Road to their next destination. We have to assume that in a few hours they would have our vehicle number, so we will switch cars in Fern Gully. I'll have to bring in a friend of mine to do it. You mean like there are others like you?" He paused and clearly thought about an answer and then simply said, "Yes." The floodgates were now open for Summer. "What are you, Merrick? Are you a policeman or a private security?" "I was a public sector worker in the security services and still hold some credentials from those former posts." "You mean such as a license to kill?" He did not provide an answer. After breakfast, they started the plan, and Summer's parents were activated to call around. While they waited, Summer wandered from room to room, thinking of times from her childhood and stories told to her by family members. She met up with Merrick, who was looking out from the living room to the terrace. His travel bag was at the door and his backpack on a chair. Beyond the pink limestone paved terrace was a lawn with a delicate white gazebo that was decorated with fretwork and surmounted with a pineapple. And beyond the gazebo, the lawn rolled down a gentle hill which ended with a bougainvillea hedge, and beyond that was a spectacular view of Runaway Bay and the Caribbean Sea. When I was a child, she said, this used to be the lawn tennis lawn because it was a popular sport in the family for many years. Summer said they were still inside the house. Then, when those relatives died or migrated, the markings grew over, and somebody had the idea to build a pavilion there to enjoy the view. Then it became the wedding venue for brides who, for one reason or another, don't want to or cannot get married in a church. Without thinking, Summer stepped from the house to the terrace. It was instinctive for her. My cousin Frankie was the most recent bride. Then there was a humming sound, and instantly Merrick pulled down his hoodie and stepped onto the terrace and pulled Summer back inside the living room and behind the window. Look, he said, and they saw a drone hovering about 8 feet above the lawn, turning from left to right. They believe that we're here. Hopefully they have not seen the car, but they have not, hopefully they have not seen the car, but they definitely have not seen my face. He took something out of his backpack, pulled a gun from his waist, and fitted a silencer. Then, gripping the gun with both hands, swiftly darted out of the house to the lawn, aimed the gun, and as the unseen drone pilot was pulling it away, he shot it out of the sky. They now know that we're onto them. We've moved now. I hope that you're packed.